The 2021 All-Ireland Senior Football Championship is the 134th edition of the Gaelic Athletic Association's premier inter-county Gaelic football tournament since its establishment in 1887. 31 of the 32 Irish counties took part. Kilkenny do not compete. London and New York were withdrawn due to the public health restrictions imposed due to the COVID-19 pandemic. Most Division 3 and 4 teams who did not reach their provincial final were scheduled to compete in the 2021 Tailteann Cup. In previous years, they would have competed in the All-Ireland qualifiers. The introduction of the Tailteann Cup competition was postponed until 2022. There will be no Super 8 inches group stage. The 4 provincial winners will advance to the All-Ireland semi-finals, which were played as single knockout games. Dublin were the 6-time defending champions and were seeking to claim an unprecedented 7th consecutive title. Having won the Leinster Championship, they were defeated by Mayo in the All-Ireland semi-finals. The All-Ireland final was played on the 11th of September 2021 at Croke Park in Dublin, between Tyrone and Mayo, in what was their first ever meeting in a final. Tyrone won their 4th title after a 2-14 to 0-15 win against Mayo. Mayo lost their 11th consecutive final since 1989, losing 6 finals in 9 years, with this latest defeat on an identical scoreline to 2020, when Mayo lost to Dublin. Connacht, Leinster, Munster and Ulster each organise a provincial championship. These tournaments are all straight knockout. The draws took place on the 19th of April 2021 for the Connacht and Munster championships, and on the 20th of April 2021 for the Leinster and Ulster championships. Due to the COVID-19 pandemic, the qualifiers were cancelled. Teams were eliminated following their first defeat, and this also meant that the Super 8 quarterfinals were cancelled. Plans had been proposed to limit the qualifiers to only team in the top 2 division of the National Football League. The 4 provincial champions play in 2 semi-finals. All matches are knockout. Any game that ends in a draw will go straight to extra time. If the sides are level after extra time, the game will be decided by a penalty shootout. London and New York were withdrawn from the 2020 and 2021 Connacht Championships due to international travel restrictions imposed due to the COVID-19 pandemic. There was a full open draw for first time in over 40 years. It took place on the 19th of April 2021. Dublin, Kildare, Lava and Meath received byes to the quarter-final stage because they reached the semi-final stage in 2020. There is a separate draw after the quarter-finals to determine the semi-final pairings. The draw for round 1 and the quarter-finals took place on the 20th of April 2021. The semi-final draw took place on the 4th of July after the quarter-finals. There will be the return of a straightforward open draw for the first time since 2013. Tipperary won the title in 2020. Cork and Kerry met in the semi-final last year, meaning Cork, Kerry or Tipperary were not permitted to be drawn together in the quarter-finals. The draw was held on the 19th of April 2021. An open draw was held on the 20th of April 2021 with the provision that Cavan, Derry, Monaghan and Tyrone cannot be placed in the preliminary round. All records exclude extra time.